Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia kaharana atakarieta hasanani. Maybe I go this way. Hatare ashana heero torata. It's snowing. It's Friday, March 22nd. We are into springtime. Tia kaharana nananierieta. Things have been so interesting lately. I'm here at Highland Park, an amazing park in Rochester. Today they want to talk about the power of your mind. Yes, we talk a lot about manifestation, and that is a power of the mind. So, well, you already know the title, so we're going to talk about Samyama, Niyatara, Rishaha. We're going to talk about focus. We're going to talk about intention. In the Shine series, we did a linear approach to the chakras. We talked a lot about intention and sankalpa. This intention of our inner being. Technically, they're translated as the same thing, but when we're manifesting with our heart, when we're focused with our heart mind, that's what sankalpa is. And the samyama, it means so many things. It means so many things. The first thing that comes to mind is it is the last three rungs or limbs of Ashtanga. It is dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Itetara, arshana, ahasu, utur, yotohoroto. Dharana, hold, has to deal with holding our concentration. Kachihana taryacha. Dhyana, D, is the mind. It's holding the mind, it's focusing the mind. And samadhi, it's this equanimity of the mind. Patanjali talks about it in the first chapter, the first book, the Samadhi Pod. We talked about it briefly. We didn't talk a lot about Samyama. We touched on it. Let's see if I can walk this way and not get snowflakes on the camera lens. How about we go this way? I always had this belief in knowing of the power of the mind, of the focus. And yes, when we, in our humanness, when we focus our mind with our heart, when we focus our mind, we can accomplish just about anything. We can even manifest and create egoically with only the mind out of sheer desire. We can. And the book, The Secret, doesn't really differentiate between the ego, the mind, and the heart mind of what's right or what's not right. Because our mind, our conscious mind, has the ability to create regardless. It creates based on vibration and our thought. Our mind actually just generates vibration. Each thought is a vibration. And the samadhi, this equanimity of the mind, it's the letting go of the ego. This, I want it and I want it now. It's the ability to have a clear mind. Patanjali talks a lot about this. Doesn't necessarily state it as the clear mind, but he talks about when we detach ourselves from the expectation, when we detach ourselves from the meaning, from what we expect it to mean, and what we want it to mean. That's when we get the true knowledge, we get the true sight from it. This holding and focusing our concentration. When one wants to transform their body, their lives, it takes resolve, it takes focus, it takes practice, it takes reinforcement in our humanness. In our humanness, these are the things that it takes. When we focus our mind, we can change when we raise our vibration. Let's say it that way. Focusing our mind allows the vibration to be consistent. This Samyama, Sama, same, Yama, it can be restraint, it could be binding. Many of the sacred texts are talking about Samyama being this binding, this basically it's making it happen. It's this prajna, this wisdom, this first agnya, this first knowledge, this first thought. When we align our mind with the ability of the first thought, of what generated the clear mind. When we come from that state of clarity, this clear thought, this focus, this intention, this resolve, it happens. This is what creates. This is the binding of creation. Samyama, the binding of the creation. Ya, to join. It's also love. Ma, the mother, nurturing. The fields. We talked about the fields, the Shakti, the Adi Shakti. We've talked about engaging in the field. And with our focus, with our intention, with Samyama, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi, with focusing our attention, making a practice, making a plan, following through with the plan, adjusting the plan as you go along with what works and what doesn't work, aligned with your joy. So this is the whole thing, is when coming from a state of joy, of excitement, and purpose. Not only a purpose from me, but a purpose for either demonstration purposes or whatever. I create and manifest most abundantly through joy and through purpose. So to most people, you can surely out of focus. But the power of your mind, the power of your joy, the power of your high vibration can overcome any dis-ease. Anything. You can change your body by changing your mind, by changing your vibration, by changing your reality. Things that you thought were magical will become the norm. Abraham Hicks simply talks about manifestation through your joy. Not for the purpose of manifesting it, but from the purpose of manifesting joy. And when we are focused like that we're only concerned about the joy, about the abundance of joy, of who we are, of what we're doing, of how we're doing it, of our vibration. If we want to change whatever dis-ease with the focus of our mind, whether it includes practice, yoga, lifting weights, exercise, diet, mindset change. These have been the interesting conversations I've been having over the past 2 weeks. The focus of the mind. The focus of the mind on purpose, with purpose. This whole channel, Reiki with will. Besides that I'm will, it is purpose. The purpose. One question I ask clients when they come to me before every session: what is your intention? And I said, my intention. Both intention of the practitioner and the client. Some of the most powerful yoga classes I have been in, they ask to set an intention at the top of your mat. Whether they do it or not, my intention's already set on my mat. Each day, I set intention. How's this day going to go? Every night, I set intention of how I'm going to sleep, of how I'm going to communicate. You can use your intention. You can use your focus to do many, many, many magical things. Not just manifestation. Go beyond what you believe is possible through focus, through your resolve. Play with it. Create this psychic link between people and play with reading minds or putting playing cards down on each other's, on your nightstand, and let the other person predict what it is. This is just the beginning. And play with levitating that playing card. Focus. Allow. Don't try too hard. Many people, when they start to understand focus and intention, that they're really, and all you're going to do is break a blood vessel. When you relax and allow the energy to flow through you, that's when the power comes through. Allowing the field, allowing the Shakti to do its share of the work. Simply by you focusing and holding your concentration, your intention, your vibration, your love. We didn't talk a lot about love in this, but that's a part of the vibration. It's a part of the focus of intention. It's a part of Yama. It's a part of Samyama. The same love is the highest source of consciousness. The same mind is the highest source of consciousness. Just imagine the intense focus, or the ability to focus, on creating you, on continuing your lifetimes, your thoughts, because there's only one mind in this universe. There's only one mind at all. And we're all simply just a thread of the one mind, a continuation of thought, continuation of exploration, of love, of who we are, of what we can do, of what is possible, and in our humanness, if we allow ourselves to focus. With a clear mind, with a clear heart, you can create anything. Little light language, and then we'll sign off. Hatari, hututu uhunaha, shaya hakata aratana hatadita hara, sasa akahasa anahatitaha, chito uroto utahata, shanananahaya, kisa hakata artadina, utur urahatara arahashanaa, sisa hakata ataria shana okura, sisa hataria shana haku, ututu uhutaa, shaya atahana hatari, shata atara arahnaha katutu, shahana atidara, siha ka achara hatatu hutur huta, shahana atakara hata, kicha hatara arnahata kahite, shana hatari tikaha, sohukutu uro, tarya nahata, sihi keata ataharati, shahana hatituda, sahaka ata, sisa ata hatakaru, shishahana ata, isa akahaha.